podcast of the great one. Send your podcast of the great one. Hey, put you in your place, look. Leave your thoughts on the floor like Facebook. Yeah, got them from great one. Send your podcast of the great one. Hey, put you in your place, look. Leave your thoughts on the floor like Facebook. Yeah, got them from great one. Send your podcast of the great one. Send your podcast to the great one. Send your podcast to the great one. Send your podcast to the great. Hey, 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 yo, yo. Send your podcast to the great one. Hey, put you in your place, look. Leave your thoughts on the floor like Facebook. Yo, got that from great one. Send your podcast to the great one. Hey, put you in your place, look. Leave your thoughts on the floor like Facebook. Yo, got that from great one. Send your podcast to the great one. Great one, 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 great one. Send your podcast to the 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 great. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, yo. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, yo. Send your podcast to the great one. Send your podcast to the great one. Send your podcast to the great.
Like the smoke in my lungs, you got me feeling so numb. Oh, all I felt was you. I was out of my mind, you were killing me inside. Yeah, I know the truth. I know it's that I think of you, I'm losing sleep. I don't know what it is you do. The moment that you walked into my life, I started to fall head to toe for you. No, I just can't get over all the games we played. I lose myself in your abuse. You split my heart in two.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so it is go time. Good morning, everyone. So, thanks for joining in, guys, in chat. And obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for clicking view. Regardless of where you are, regardless of where you're watching, please feel free to follow. If you are on Twitch and you're watching this live stream, we do have a YouTube channel, we do have a Facebook page. I say me. I have a Facebook page. I have a YouTube channel. So please feel free to jump across to those and follow and like. And subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, the Big Crago on Twitch, go and follow me. Feel free to check it out, see if you want to subscribe. The follows alone are really useful for us, for me, just to help me to get to affiliate status, which is what I've been sort of focusing in on. We're currently 32 of 50 when it comes to followers, and the goal is to get that by the end of next month, so the end of the year. I want to get to affiliate status at the latest. Confident that we're going to get there. So, hope everyone had a great weekend. I struggled to not want to play lots and lots of Magic over the weekend, but I thought that I should wait. So I played a few games on Friday night, afternoon, evening, and we are one win away from going to Mythic, which is absolutely fantastic with 7 days to go. So this puts us in a really good spot, assuming that we can get a couple of victories under our belt today and break into that Mythic, and then from there we'll be able to push forward and get that level as high as we possibly can. So really chuffed at this point in time, really good position. So that's great news. As far as what else we've got going on, we've got our daily challenges, the daily wheels, and we're pretty much, as you can see here, we've got quite a bit on. So we've got 30, cast 30 red or white spells today, cast 20 creature spells. We've got the 15 victories, and also the 15 victories for the XP bonuses as well. If you're not familiar with how this all works, basically you get gold and you get XP. XP, experience points, XP, helps with this mastery tracker. And mastery tracker is basically just a way of leveling up and getting prizes. So if you just do the normal mastery track, it's the top row. If you pay the gems or gold or whatever, you get both of them. So you get the top row and also the extra mastery track at the bottom as well. As it says here, XP can be earned through completing quests, weekly, daily wins, and standard play. Additional XP may be available during certain special events and limited time queues. So just basically, we've played throughout this season, and we're going to continue going with the goal of getting. I originally wanted to get the sleeves for this lithoform engine, but being a completist that I am, so I like to have everything complete, I'd like to get to the 130. So we'll just keep chipping away at it. We're in a pretty good position at the moment to do that. So that's why the XP and why the daily sort of play is good. Off the top, we've got, what's that, 500, 1,000 mastery, assuming that we just cast some spells. So that's pretty good. Our next tier is, what are we at? 725. So what's that? 275. So we will, by the end of today, have got through 94. So hopefully even 95. We'll see how we go. Let's have a look at the store. All these things. I'm so excited to get to do everything. Going to the deals. All right. So there's some pretty cool card arts here. Magic. I say it every stream. The art for the Magic cards is fantastic. Unfortunately, we're not huge on the gold or gem front, so I'm not going to spend a huge amount of them on card arts at the moment. I'd rather just keep them aside, so if we need to pick up any cards or bits and pieces, boosters, etc., or enter into events, we can. So, alright, so we're really in a good spot, so let's have a bit of a look. I've been kicking around the idea of playing some other things, so let's have a look at some decks. So last week we played mono black auras quite a bit. That was what we finished the week on. Over the weekend, or Friday night I should say, I started playing a bit of black control, which is pretty much a lot of removal and a lot of no's. You say a lot of no's to people. So no, you can't cast that. No, you can't cast that. Or yes, you can cast it, and then I'm going to kill it. I'm going to stop you from being able to attack me with your creatures because they're not going to be there because I'll use removal to get rid of them. So looking at this deck list, let me just get this up here. It is a bunch of hand disruption, a bunch of cheap and moderately priced removal, some more removal, some card draw, some removal, some give me the answer I need into my hand at that particular point in time, and by that I mean search your library for a card, put that card into your hand and shuffle your library for 3 and 3 life. So 2 black and 1 other, and then 3 life as well. Extinction event, bit of removal. Lithoform engine allows you to copy what's going on and make it happen again. So there's some pretty cool options. So what we're saying there is, if this is on the battlefield, so you've paid 4 mana, this artifact sitting on the table. You can pay 2, tap and copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for that copy. Alright, so that in itself is okay. So, it means that you can, if something comes into the battlefield and does something, you can make that happen twice. So that's okay for 2. You can pay 3 and tap it to copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. So, in essence, you pay 1 black and then 3 other and tap it, and you get to use target 2 things with Blood Chiefs first. Yeah? Makes sense? So it just gives you a bit more reach on the spells that are removing things. You can pay 4 and tap it. You can copy target permanent spell you control. So that's pretty good that you're just copying something that's bonkers, like a lot of different abilities, a lot of different things, permanents that you control. So the idea is that you have the most impact that you possibly can without allowing your opponent to do a lot. Not a really fun deck to play against, but it's not too bad to play with, to be honest. In the land side of things, Radiant Fountain. When Radiant Fountain enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. It taps for colorless mana. So this is not too bad, just for gaining some extra life to keep you ticking along while you build up. This is a really good card. I love this card. Labyrinth of Scofius, however it's pronounced. You can tap it to make colorless mana, sorry. Or you can pay 4, tap it, and remove target attacking or blocking creature from combat. So basically your opponent, you've got a lot of removal. If there's something in particular that's attacking you that you can't deal with, you can actually just say, when they attack, you go, okay, cool, I'm going to put that, take it out of combat. So it's no longer attacking, which is just crazy good. Field of Ruin, just to pick off some weak points in their land suite. So basically, if they've got particular colours that they're quite light on, you can just slow them down by you sacrifice this Field of Ruin, destroy a target non-basic land an opponent controls. each player searches their library for a basic land card. So, as an example, if they had crawling barrens and they were building them up, you could kill that and they could return a basic land, a forest, a swamp, or whatever, instead of that, which is pretty good. It's got a bunch of 10 swamps and some card draw in the form of Castle Lochwain. Yeah, so it's a pretty good deck. Sideboard, just for completeness sake, it's got some removal, some more kill spells, and some more complex options when it comes to types of removal. We're only going to be playing best of one today, as we normally do, so largely irrelevant. So that's the deck that I was playing on Friday night. I thought the other things that we could potentially do over the weekend, because I didn't play, I didn't want to go over into Mythic without having it on stream. So we've got another standard deck to run today, which is basically a combo deck, which causes mill and is quite aggressive. Some of the big boys in the Mythic status sort of levels are using, and also a historic format, which is something that we haven't played a lot of on stream. So an auras deck, so I thought we could maybe play that out. Obviously, as I was saying last week, for those of you that were on the stream, I was watching Kaladesh Remastered was about to come up and come back in, or come into Arena, I should say, and thought, okay, so is Marvel going to be banned in that deck? It's not, so here is a deck that will probably not last for very long before it gets banned, which is all about turn 4 putting Ulamogs and Ugins into the battlefield. So we're talking creature cards that cost 10 and Planeswalker cards that cost 8 to cast, and we're putting them on a battlefield in turn 4, just because of this card, which is the Aetherwork Marvel. If you're not familiar with this card, it was really dominant when Kaladesh was in Paper Magic. It's whenever a permanent you control is put into a graveyard, you get 1 energy. Energy is an alternative, I suppose, source to do activations in Kaladesh. So a lot of artifacts have this sort of battery power, energy. As an example, for this particular one, you tap this artifact, pay 6 energy, look at the top 6 cards of your library, you may cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So it's pretty crazy when you think, turn 1 you play a mana dork, turn 2 you play a creature that makes some energy, turn 3 you make some more energy, turn 4 you play an artifact, you activate it, and you're dropping an Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, which normally costs 10, as an example. Legendary creature Eldrazi, indestructible. When you cast this spell, exile 2 target permanents, so e.g. 2 land. It doesn't say non-land, just 2. So you go, okay, I'm going to take your red and your red land, so now you've only got green land, so you can't cast your spells, or whatever the case may be. Whenever Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger attacks, defending player exiles the top 20 cards of their library. Bonkers! So I thought we might have a play with this a bit later today. We'll see how we go. So that's the Marvel deck. So we've got standard deck, 2 historical. This is one of my personal favourites, the Soul Sister Life Gain deck. It's something that I play a lot of in historic. It's something that I used to really enjoy playing in modern when I played in paper Magic events face to face. Just good fun. Good old classic Gruul historic, very aggressive. After last week's games against a lot of red aggro, I thought I'd just build a historic deck. Well, I thought I'd build a Gruul deck, and then I decided I wanted to build a historic Gruul deck because it just gives you some extra little punchy cards. I mean, it's not hugely different from what's in the standard. It just has a bit more stable mana. So, Pelt Collector, amazing card. It's a 1/1 for 1. Comes into play whenever you play a creature that's bigger than it, e.g. more power, it gets a +1/+1 on it. As long as Pelt Collector has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has Trample. So that's fairly good, especially when you put an Embercleave on it. Anyone that's been playing Magic for a while will remember Burning Tree Emissary. I absolutely love the artwork on this card. Just as a little flavor point. I completely love this card's art. I think it's absolutely stunning. And it's bloody good in the game. So the ability to be able to cast it for either 2 green, 2 red, or a combination of those two. It's a 2/2 that comes into play. It's not got haste or anything like that, but what it does when it comes into play, when it enters the battlefield, you get a red and a green. So there's these times and situations where you will combo. You'll go, okay, cool. Turn 1, play a Pelt Collector or a Lenoir Elf. Turn 2, you play a second land. And you'll drop a Burning Tree Emissary into a Burning Tree Emissary into a... well, could be any of these things really. A Galia Endless Dance. So all of a sudden, you've gone from having 1 power on the battlefield to having 5 or 6 or 7. Just crazy good. Love that card. Yep, you can see there. So we've got a single Domri's Ambush, which is just the ability to put a +1/+1 counter on something and get it to punch something. So it's pretty good from that point of view. Endless Dance. It's a Satyr. Gives other Satyrs +1/+1, and they have haste. Yeah, that itself is not a big deal. This has got haste, and it's a way of cycling. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, you can opt to have a card randomly discarded from your hand and draw another. So if you find yourself in a situation where you've got, you know, maybe a Questing Beast on the battlefield and another one in hand, you can opt to attack in with this and your other creatures, and then discard the card that's not useful, and then get some other cards. And it actually gives you an extra card. So if you're only discarding 1 card, you're getting 2 back. So it's good from that point of view. As we talked about on stream last week, sorry, I'm just getting ahead of myself. So this is a Zertar Goblin. It's got Riot. Riot means that you can opt to give it haste or +1/+1 counter. You can choose which one you want to do. I generally will go for +1/+1 counters because it will make things larger. But it's very situational. It depends what you need. If you want to push an extra 2 points of damage through to win the game, give it haste. What I was about to say was, last week we were talking about different deck archetypes and things that are really cool. I think that this Shadow Skull Smashing is a really good card. It gives you the ability to be able to clear pathways to push a lot of damage. I don't know, and I've just been playing around with different options when it comes to the mix. So whether it's 2, whether it's 3, whether it's 4. I think 4's too many, because I find myself, if you draw a land card that's got to shock you or come into play tapped, sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating. So just 2 of them. It means you've got that ability to flexibility to be able to deliver damage if you need to clear a path. Bone Crusher Giant. We've got 4 of those. All-Star. The ability to remove, do 2 damage and also have a 4/3 on the battlefield. Really nice. Kazandu Mammoth and a green land, one or the other. Just really good fun. And it's got landfall, so it gets large and in charge. So not a bad sort of point to be in. Gruul Spellbreaker. 1 red, 1 green, 1 other, so 3/3. It's also got Riot, so it can come into play as a 4/4, or you can give it haste. One of those 2. It also comes with Trample, so that's quite useful. And as long as it's your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker both have hexproof, which is quite nice. Collected Company. So this is another one of those cards, as I was saying, that just goes over the top. That's hence why it's a historic deck rather than a standard deck. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put up to 2 target creature cards with converted mana cost 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. As you can see, there's a huge amount of 3 or less creatures in this deck. So that's really, really powerful. Questing Beast, 4/4. It is so very good in all of the formats, be it standard or be it historic. One of the big bads that exists is Ugin. So Ugin comes into play, wipes the board, and people like myself start scratching their heads like, what are we going to do? Questing Beast sorts it out pretty quick. So you can attack with Questing Beast. You do 4 points of damage to haste, and that damage also goes across onto Ugin. Generally speaking, you'll find that most people will be wiping the board for 4, which means he'll only have 3 loyalty on him after, or 4 loyalty on him after. This takes care of that. So it's whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. So you're getting a 2-for-1 there. So that's pretty good. The Embercleave that we talked about last week, it is such a powerful card. Such a powerful card. It just pushes so much damage. You think about what you can do with it, it just pushes so much damage through. Gives you trample. That in itself is great. Gives you +1/+1. Gives you double strike. If you've got a handful of cards that are attacking, it reduces in cost. It's got all of these benefits. The only thing that makes it a little bit sketchy is the 2 red cost. Hence why, if we're moving on to our land, why we've got the full 4 Stomping Grounds to give us that. 4 red-green lands, and then a smattering of other basic lands. Turn Timber's Symbiosis, just a good card if you've got a lot of mana sitting there. Most of the time I find myself, if I've got this in my opening hand, I'll just be flashing it in, causing some damage to myself, and then moving on from there. It is a good card. Hence, it's good in the sense of it gives you options, but the reality is most of the time you're going to be playing as a land. Anyway, so that was that. Sideboard wise, bit of graveyard hate. There's a lot of graveyard decks in historic that just do some really interesting things, so this just shuts them down. The Marvel that I was talking about earlier, this stops that from being, creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. There's a lot of spells that just are bonkers. So this stops a lot of things from happening. A Braid, full playset of 4 of those. It was an all-star when it was in standard. It's still a really good card in historic. And I know that people that are playing modern and legacy and other formats rate this card for 2 instant. It's got the 2 different modes, so you can deal 3 damage to target creature and destroy a target artifact. Ooze. There's a lot of decks that really struggle with this. For a 2-drop creature, there's a 2/2. Even if you're flashing it in, people have to be ready for it to remove it. Even if they try and remove it, you can still eat, depending on what your mana situation is, you can still eat stuff out of their graveyard before they remove it while it's on the stack. So that's still really good. You gain life, and if your Scavenging Ooze isn't dealt with, it gets quite large and in charge as well. Rampaging Ferocidon. This was banned in modern for a reason, in standard, for a reason. It's because it's really good. It's a great card. For 3, you're getting a 3/3, so that within itself is fantastic. It's got Menace, so you need to block it with 2 creatures. Also epic. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Rampaging Ferocidon deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. It really starts to add up every turn that someone plays a creature. If they're taking an extra point of damage, it's quite nasty. The other thing as it shuts down is those life gain decks, because players are unable to gain life while this is on the battlefield. It's pretty good. And then finally, wouldn't be a Gruul deck unless it had the Party God. So, indestructible as long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7. It isn't a creature. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it's a land card, you add mana. Otherwise, you gain 2 life, and it deals 2 damage to your opponent. So, it's pretty much a shock on a stick. So, every turn, you're getting to just fire a shock off. Bam, bam, bam. And you can, if you need some extra mana, you can get some extra mana, which is pretty good too. Okay, so let's kick on with this. You've probably heard me waffle on enough. Let's get into some games. I think to kick off with, let's play some Historic with the Gruul deck. Just for giggles. It's going to tick the red, and I think we'll be casting a fair few creature spells. And wish us luck. Hopefully we'll be in a position to say that we are now Mythic after this game. Limeron, something like that. Okay, so having a look at this hand. So we got some 1-drops. We got a burn spell and then a creature. It's okay. It's not the best hand in the world, but it will do to get us started. Say hello to my opponent. Oh, look at this. It's all happening. Yeah. There's always a chance that they were going to remove that, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to play a land, and then we're going to do our own removal. And setting us up for next turn, play the Llanowar Elf. Later Llanowar Elf. Okay, so I'm going to stick this. Now, this has got first strike, so if we attack him with that, it's going to die. So, no attacks this turn for that one. Yeah. Okay. So, we decide to take the action because we can't cast the questing beast this turn anyway. And they have to decide what they're going to deal with. Yeah. Play this. Play a Llanowar Elf. Last turn. So, got 5 damage currently. Play another land. Okay, no. Yep. So, 6 damage. 8 damage they've done. How's the sound? Chat, not too loud, music-wise. Yeah. Excuse me. Wow, very nicely done. This person has drawn some awesome cards. That's less good for them. Yeah. No blocks. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So we play that with the +1 counter on it. Next. Okay, so if we attack, they will kill this. They will kill this and kill this. So let's not attack this turn. Yeah. Do you reckon that they've got a they have a Embercleave? That's what I'm thinking they've got. Yeah. No Mythic. Bluff. Okay, let's spin the wheel and see what happens with Collected Company, hey? Not much is the answer. So if I attack with that, okay, no attacks again. Man, we're slowing it down. It's supposed to be an aggro, push damage, as Todd would say. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, let's see if this is a trick. Oh, it is. So if we attack with this, we won't be able to discard a card anyway, so there's no real benefit from that perspective. Okay, so just sack that and hope. Yeah. That's what we want. So 4, 8. Okay. So at the moment what we're trying to do is just push that damage, but on the same token do it in a way that means that we don't die instantly. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what they've got in here. 8. Oh, hold on. They got +1 here. So that'll be 4, 9, 10, 11, assuming this doesn't do anything. Got a risk. I was thinking we should also block the burning prophet, but I can't leave ourselves completely open. What's the land card? Is it just a land card? I wonder. No. Pretty clutch. So we attack in. Can they pump up that chain weller to trade off there? Let's do it. They pump this, yeah. They trade. Yeah, they got me. That was a good game though. Alright. Whew. Ooh. Alright, let's run it back. No, too slow. We want it to sort of like the mana curve to be a lot stronger than that. Not ideal either. It's alright, the next one will be better. There we go. Keep fighting. That can go back. That can go back. Alright. Pay 2 life. Put this in a plate. That's a cool land. And nice. Play Play this. Play this. Play this. Kratos of War. I didn't say hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So this one here, whenever another zombie creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This one is whenever each opponent loses a life. I'll get rid of this one, only because this does 2 things, this does 1 thing. Down to 10. Not quite what I was hoping for, but it's okay. So what do we get? 2, 4, 6, 8. If they play another one of these, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I would like another mana, please. Oh, gosh.
Immortality is worth any. You're outnumbered.
I am. You're correct. I am outnumbered. No blocks. Sketchy. That's not a land. We've lost this one, but it is what it is. Good game. We're supposed to just go through and win 2 games, or win 1 game and be mythic. Instead, we're going opposite direction. Yeah, I know, chat. I know. I get it. So chat is saying that we should be winning. I get it. What can I say? Maybe it's hard. Sometimes. Got a mulligan. It's a good hand, but the problem is it's stuck on land. Oh, I'd be stuck on land. Keep 6. We will put that back for now. Hello to our opponent. Play this. Play this. to play this. There's a movie called Kung Pao. It's very humorous if you have never seen it. I would highly recommend you check it out. It's all based around it's based around like the old Hong Kong movies. So the sort of like the kung fu martial arts movies. It's one of those type of movies, but it's been taken by like Hollywood, and they've actually remastered is the word. I think remastered is the word. They've redone it anyway. They just take it's like a tongue-in-cheek or a satire, maybe is I think what they call it. And in one scene they go to like a kung fu school.
Every death is an opportunity to increase my influence.
Okay, I'll discard that one.
We're doing things my way.
Pretty brutal. She's going to take some damage also. Ow.
Well, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, so they go to this kung fu school, and they're like, oh, you know, this and this, and this and that. We got there. Yeah, they go to this kung fu school, and they're talking about like, you know, we're learning this, we're learning that. But then there's this one guy called Wei Ping, who the school has taught wrong. So he thinks that if he's losing, he's winning. This reminds me so much when I'm playing Magic of that particular scene. So when he's fighting a guy and he gets kicked in the mouth, he's like, oh, and it's all subtitled really badly, and he's like, oh, I'm bleeding, therefore I'm winning. And it's like, what? Okay, so a victory. We're getting closer and closer. So close. Yeah, here we go. This is the kind of hand that I want. I think we'll keep that. If we could draw a 1-drop, that would be even gooderest. Specifically the elf that gets bigger. Hello. Yep. Red. Yeah, so this is what we were talking about. It's crazy. You're not safe, are you? Oh, an energy deck. Really? Wonderful. I don't want my land. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. AEST. Yes, that's what we want. Some more ability to get underneath. Yeah, 3, 2, 6. We're on 1. Alright. Bit nervous. There we go. Another victory. Alright. One more, boys and girls. One more victory and we hit Mythic. And we do the happiness dance. Maybe not. But just the happiness. Alright. I've got butterflies. I'm excited. Pretty excited. Pretty excited. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's not the best hand, but it will do for what we need it to do. So let's go this way to start off with. Play him. Elf Warrior, Pelt Collector. Say hello to my friend. Okay. Play 2 life. Play this. Push 4 damage. Do you want haste or plus? Haste. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my opponent should be able to kill something. Hopefully not everything, something. Yeah. Alright, so if we play that, so we've got 4, 6. Yeah. Yeah! Here we go. Mythic! Happy dance. 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 That was a pretty lame happy dance, but I'm pretty happy about that. Thanks, chat. Alright, let's retire. Don't need to play Magic anymore. No? Oh. We keep playing? Woo! Happy days. Alright. Let's have a look at these packs to start off with, just because I'm feeling a little bit. So, Beanstalk Giant's cool card. Love the artwork. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I think it's a photo. Who's the artist on that? Joe Schlucher. Well done, mate. And a Mythic. Harmonious Archon. 2 white, 4 other. Creature. Archon. Flying. Non-Archon creatures have a base, power, and toughness of 3/3. Whenever Harmonious Archon enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. Okay, as you do. Nice. And then over here, yep, not a surprise. Those of you that watch the channel regularly will understand that we have opened a fair few boosters of this over the time. We have a human warrior riding on a Hornbeak. So people go, oh yeah, that's a crazy mythical bird. Looks crazy. Pretty close to a cassowary, maybe a bit bigger. Which are a bird that inhabit the area that I live in. Maybe a bit bigger than a cassowary. That's such cool art. And a mill crab. Okay, I'm actually just ecstatic that we've got to Mythic. With 7 days to go. Whew. So, red and white spells. So, what do we want to do? Play some of this, play some of this. Actually, let's celebrate with a game of... using this. Yeah. Back into standard, eh? Standard. Okay. It's not a bad hand. Okay. Play this. Why do I play the extra green? Because I want to give the appearance that we're a mono green deck at the moment. So we'll play the blue, this, take the action, go and get the black, so we've got all our colours. They attack into us, good. Yeah. To draw a card. And I'll do 2 damage. 4. Play this. This. If they want to trade for this, I'll be all good. I don't think they will, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. 6 mana, and that's going to become a 3. It's got double strike, so it'll do 3 and then we'll kill each other. Yeah, got that. Yep. So nice. This is getting out of hand for them pretty quick.
Even the gods cannot escape my wrath. Find your valor and fight.
Find your valor and fight. We need 1 black mana. I'm guessing that we go like this, and we go like this, and we go like this. Yeah. Take action. That got us there. It's a bit slower, but it is what it is. Hello. Oh, God. A non-tap land with a dragon. Alas, it was not to be. Here's the non-tab land. Right, so no benefit to us having an untapped land to turn 3 because we don't have a 3-drop. Oh, I suppose we could have brought that out across. Yeah, 15, 16. Yeah, we're in trouble. I think the key thing here is we need a massacre worm to get rid of these. If we can get a massacre worm, we'll be over. Can't get a massacre worm. Gyruda. Please, massacre worm. Please. Please, massacre worm. Alright. Block. Here. Block. Here. Block. Take action. That's not a massacre worm. Take action. That's not a massacre one. Damn it. Alright. Facing down 126 swarms is yeah, not good for us. Look, from my perspective, we have 4 chances at hitting the massive. So it is what it is. That's crazy. My opponent might time out the game. They might time out the game. Oh, if we get a chance. Yeah, cool.
I will destroy if I must.
Would have been 501 times 2, sort of been 1,000 damage they would have taken if I'd hit a massacre one. Because it does -2 -2 to all creatures. Any creature that dies, my opponent takes 2 damage from it. That would have been pretty funny. Alright, let's do it again. MCDA. Alright, so what do we got here? More tap lanes? Yeah. Okay. Hello. I don't know if I said hello to them already, but I'm saying hello again. Just in case I hadn't, because that's rude. Anyone that knows me knows that I am definitely rude. I mean, not rude. There's the massacre worm we were looking for last game. Finally arrived. So that's the 3 mana we need for the Massacre Worm. We've got 2 green for the Questing Beast. Next turn, we'll see what happens, but we'll probably play the Questing Beast. So the reason I picked that is because I need to actually keep building my mana up, otherwise I'm going to get screwed. So, yeah, they attack. I can take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now, which means I can play this, I can play this. 6 will take care of the 5/5. Okay. So we need to draw a land now. Draw 2 land now. That's not going to happen next turn. Massacre Worm would be lovely right now. Yes! Right. 4. Got a 5 and a 4.
You want to fight me? That's precious. I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
So got 1 left, so they can make that a 5, so that would be 15 damage inbound, so I need to block the biggest threat that I can block. So I can't block the Questing Beast, because it can't be blocked by creatures with 2 or less. So I can block here. Just take it on the chin. I will take the action. I will get a land cutting. No attacks. This needs to build up a board state. Oh, devastating.
Beauty lies in variation.
They got me. If they attack with everything they can attack with, I lose. 5, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've only got 7. I can block 2, so 5, 6, 7, in the case may be. Still take that. Oh, are you serious? Alright. Yes, I'll take that action.
Diversity is our greatest strength.
Yeah, dude. That's really good. Very, very good. take that out. And I will play this. And I will play this. And then I'll attack with this. Will I attack this? No, I won't attack. No attacks this time. But I will bounce this bad boy. That is crazy to win that game on 1 life. That is madness. Very, very lucky. Cauldron's Gift. 1 black, 4 other. At least 3. Let's go Adamant. Let me look. Adamant. If at least 3 black mana was cast, this spell mill 4 cards. Yeah, okay. You may choose a creature card in your graveyard. If you do, return it to the battlefield with an additional +1. It's not bad. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly duck out for a sec. I just need to go to the restroom. I'll be back, and then we'll kick on with some more games. Pretty excited so far. Everything seems to be working fairly good.
Stuck inside of these walls within. I don't recognize who I've turned into. I'm losing hope and getting myself back. Everything around me is starting to turn black. Don't tell me you're hurt again. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how it's all my fault. Yeah, I've met my match again, starting from scratch again. Where is the pleasure in all this pain? Don't you lie to me. Say it's all okay when it feels like I'm drowning. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to go.
I'm back. Thank you for that. Just need to have a little break. Okay, so I had a few questions from a few watchers asking about how the Mythic rankings work. So I thought I'd have a quick chat about that. So basically, it's a percentile rating. So you when you hit the Mythic level, you are Mythic level, but there's a percentage rating. The percentage rating represents that there's 92% of all of the players that are playing Magic Arena are beneath your ranking. So there's 8% that, for me right now, there's 8% of all the players are above my ranking. At some point, you go from the percentages into a numbered position. So that could mean that you're 98, 99%, and then all of a sudden you become a ranked player, which means it'll put you into a position where you are like number 100 or number 56 or whatever. And that's you are ranked 56th player in the world that plays Arena. Does that make sense? I hope that helps clarify it. So for me, currently, I'm 92% is the highest I've ever been in Mythic. Yeah. So my goal for a new personal best is to get to 93%. Yeah. 93% means that I have 7% of all the players that play Arena are better than me, ranking wise. That's how it works. So we've got 7 days until this season ends, and I basically want to be able to get through to a point where I can get my percentage as high as possible. Does that make sense? So that's what the rankings are all about when it comes to that. So you go through bronze, silver, gold. Then I think it's platinum, then diamond, and then mythic. Yeah. So there you go. I don't draft a lot, so limited. So that's fairly low, but it is what it is. I got a couple of friends and other streamers that I talk to that I'm like mythic in both, and I'm like, I just couldn't imagine being that good. But you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we've got another 7 red or white spells we need to cast to finish this one off. I think we'll knock that one out now. Just because we want to get across that, you know, get that out of the way. Red or white, red or white. I'm trying to decide which one we want to play. There's a couple of good options. Let's play just the mono white just to get it done. I don't want to also lose too many games in the process and not rank down again. Shout out for not sponsored. Where am I? Sweps no sugar raspberry. It's a bottle that we had in the fridge, or sorry, in the cupboard, and then it ended up in the fridge for quite some time. So my partner said to me, "You should probably have this today." So okay, and she said, "Or around the bin." Okay. This hand's a keeper. Hello to Todd. This is not the Todd I know, obviously, that comes on stream. I haven't seen Todd today, actually. Next. I love that art. Okay, it's pretty cool. Especially the way the ghosts like. All good. Target creature gets -X/-X. Okay. Bye. See ya. Play that. Attack for 2. End turn. So, when it enters the battlefield, exit target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less until glass casket. go here, play this. Are they going to counter it? No. Maybe. Oh. Here we go. We attack for 2. So the reason I play that first before I play the Linden is because I can attack with these 2 next turn. Yep. If I play this, they can kill it, and then I'm left with a 2/2. Whereas, at least if I've got this in play, I can fly over and do 4 points of damage. And I've got another, it sort of replaces itself in your hand. That's why. Don't know if it's the correct line of play. Wow. Especially if you do that there. End turn. We're going to have a choice next turn, depending on what they cast this turn, whether we play Linden or whether we play an Angel. I'm thinking this. Because if they've got control, if they've got stuff in their hand they can play, they're gonna draw. It's gonna draw it out. Attack with both, gain some life. Perfect world would have been to have that in play as well. So this is exactly what I thought they might do. So they're gonna block the Spike Plague, I'm guessing. Why, Craig? Why are you protecting at 2/2 rather than doing 1 point of damage? Because I want it for the 2 white mana. Babies. So I want to stop them from being able to take stuff as much as possible. So I'm going to block like that. And I'll get a 1/1 for their trouble. Which, you know, it's not insignificant, but it's not the worst of the world for us. And now they have a 0/0, and by that I mean nothing. Yeah, might as well chip in for 2 if we can. See if they flash something again and make me cry. At least not that turn. Yeah. could be bad. If they attack with this and then flip in a Zareth, that would be bad. Uh-oh. I can see us. Yeah, I can see one of our. I can see Dax is disappearing. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Surprised by that. Dear me. We're going to be getting pummeled a little bit, that's for sure. So we just lost the game, unfortunately, because yeah, our life linker was removed. Okay, so we've achieved that, which is good. Back to this deck because it works. Ooh. What do we reckon the hero of the day was? Gruul deck? Pretty good. Is it the little demon that's in the Embercleave blade? Hell yeah, we're going to take an extra land. He loves land. It's the gooderest. Yes. Thank you. Take action. So I'm guessing they play a land and then we get Ember Cleaved. No. Okay. Interesting. So we got 3, 4, 5. So let's do this. Play blue. Ember Cleave time. Flame fire time. Okay. Okay. Rightio. Crazy dog, yeah. for a card seems good. Yes, I will take the action, especially if it's that card. Yeah, play this. Play this. Bounce this. Next, attack with this. Excuse me. Enter. Yep. I'm not unsure what my opponent. They just obviously didn't draw what they needed. So they had me on the ropes for a fair amount of time there. If they could have pushed the pressure a bit, I would be in big troubles. So. Okay. Let's see how we go. Keep chipping away. Hi to chat. Hope everyone's going well. Let me know if there's anything you wanted to ask about. And obviously feel free to throw us a follow if you can. Alright, so what do we got here? A bit of a slower hand as far as some of the elements go. I think we'll keep it. Lead with that so that we can play the humbled or tangled next turn. And get this show on the road, as they say. That is sick art. Big fan. Kind of looks like the Ghostbuster hounds. Okay. One 3 versus a 0-1 until you play a land. Now it's a 2-3. Jeez. Massive power being delivered here in the first couple of turns of the game. Guess we'll see what happens, eh? I'm gonna kill it. Nicely done. Player lands. We're at 5, so let's do this. Yes. I can't because it's a creature. Dope. Dope. That was a bit of a misplay on my part. My part. Oh well. Guess it puts us back another turn. Bop-bop.
Nothing left to say, nothing you could do. No other way when it comes to the pain. So keep moving on. You know you'll make it through. I'm so undone. Waiting here for you.
Ah, the fiery turkey. The bang bird. I'm going to take a Thassa next. And then I'm going to play this back. I think I'll bounce the milieu thing. Yeah. That's cool. Seems good. Shazam! So if they've got the Embercleave, which they do, they've got us. Oh, man, oh crazy. Oh. Good on you, man. That was a really good play. Exactsies. Okay, it's a bit rando, but got all the things for success there, so we might as well try and keep it. Uh-oh. Good. like this. Like this.
I'm going to find the promised land.
This is our Nemesis. Okay, cool. It's good that that's in hand. Just put that up there. Oh, we can't take 5 out. That's why it's not going to do it. Makes sense. Here we go. They got removal. They do. Yeah, it's all over. That, unfortunately, is it. Good game, though. It was a pretty sketchy starting point, I think. So from my perspective, it's actually not. We didn't do that badly. Like, it wasn't the explosive start. Kelly the guy. Hey, Kelly the guy. Yeah, it's a pretty good hand, relatively speaking. So go. The chin music. So assuming this lives, which it won't, we would play the black lands to play this, but since it died, we're going to play this. Yep. Hell yeah, we'll take an extra land, thanks. Extra land drop. It's not so much a land. Oh, it is a land. Good to get it out of the way. Yes. I'll take one, get that off the board. Will you kill it? That's the question. Well, thank you. Interesting. I would have expected them to attack, but anyway. Kelly the guy, thanks for the game. You had me on the ropes for a little bit there. I was a bit concerned when you started to smash the bejeebers out of me. Kinda cool. like that. 20 gems and some XP. See if we can push some more damage through. And level. Oh, brutal. So what do we got there? Torn to bits. Yeah, there's the facade, damn it. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, that was fairly polarizing. This deck's really good except against blue-black rogues, which is obviously very popular at the moment. But you know, take the good with the bad. Stasis trick. There you go. Stasis trick. Oh, I was hoping to be able to play the night. Alas, it was not to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Great finish, nicely done. I'd really like a massacre one right now. That would make me very happy. Might make my opponent less happy. Happy to take this. Punch this guy. Yeah, I think Fass is pretty strong. As long as it, yeah, beginning of your own step, exile up to one on target creature and return it. And you can pay 4 to tap another target creature. Pretty good. Some bit of a tough situation my opponent finds himself in. what happens, I guess. Oh well. Here. I like land. We all like land, don't we? There you go. Oh.
Access denied. The Aggro quivers with excitement.
I wonder if they're going to attack me.
Beauty lies in variation.
I don't know. It's sort of tough. I'm thinking about it from the perspective of this particular position in board state we're in. I can tap down their 5-4, I can tap down their 6-6 and attack in with everything. I'm more concerned about their swing back because life totals are fairly low. So I'm thinking chip away at them, depending on what they do now. So this they give a 3-3 with reach, which is pretty good. And then I attack into this, then rock, so it becomes a bit of a moot point. Yeah, so I'll take a 1-1 untapped version of what you just killed. To draw some millage, that's what we need to do. Yeah, reach.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stommy.
This one. This one. Here, they'll block with that, or they'll take all their mana either way. Last turn.
I hope things get out of hand for him. Savagery loves company.
This is tough. Like I'm
Beaten, but not extinct.
just getting beat down with bad draw, destroying, which is tough. And my opponent's playing really, really well. That's right. Yep. We are done. We got whooped. And then the rest. Awesome. Good game. Unbelievable.
How we used to feel, but this isn't real. Now we're over. Take it all, there's nothing left here anyway. We used to talk, but now we don't know what to say. Now we're just two passing strangers who tried you like goodbye forever.
So we've got enough time for one more game, so I'm thinking we'll just try Gruul. Gruul game. We might even get into if we're lucky. The idea would be that we finish on a positive. This is not a good hand. Only got one creature we can play in there straight off the bat. So it's a mulligan. No green mana. And there we go. Okay. Just keep this one. That can go away. That can go away. Good mana. Intercept. Yowza. Lots of life game. Keeps on at net 0. That's awesome. Please don't play another one. Another Fountain of Renewal. I'll be like, "Meh." Yeah. Extinction event. Yeah. Okay. Tough kick. Hopefully there isn't a Ugin this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of it. 6, 7. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that I can make at the moment, I think. 7. Yep.
Not defy the desire. Secrets manifest before you.
So much for a quick game stream. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, that was not something that I got a lot of choice to do with this one. So we got here 4, 8, 12, 13 damage on bullet.
Lies beyond vision. Stand down.
Just kind of feeling like we might be a little bit behind the 8 ball here. Just throwing it out there. Forsaken Monument, but now it's very cool there. I like it. Very cool. Okay. So let's attack in with everything. See what I got. Yep.
My purpose is greater.
So my opponent is... Oh, Olaxing is what they're doing. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. I think we've probably seen it, mate. Okay, well, that takes us to the end of today's stream. So congratulations to us. Thanks very much for all your support, guys. I do really appreciate it. What I would say is, please, by all means, if you haven't followed the stream, please do so. If you are watching this on YouTube, go onto Twitch, follow me. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And we do I do have a Facebook page where I post up when I'm going to be streaming, out of sequence, etc, etc. Speaking of that, I want to make sure that everyone's aware. So the schedule is Mondays from 10 till 1, Wednesdays 10 till 1, Fridays 10 till 1. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time, so that's GMT plus 10. I do stream outside of those times, but I wanted to obviously make sure everyone was aware of when I was going to be on. So I'm looking at some announcements the end of this week. Just exciting stuff that been working on in the background. It'll either be the end of this week if I can finalise everything. Otherwise, it'll be Monday next week. So keep an eye on the Facebook page, keep an eye on the YouTube, and keep an eye on what I'm streaming. And by all means, if you've got any questions, just drop us an email or drop us a message or a comment. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. Sorry, I'm a bit vague because I'm just blown away that we made it to Mythic today. It's pretty excited. So I'm still very excited. Okay, well, on that note, I'm going to get off the stream. So thank you very much again, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday if I don't see you before. All right.
tu m'aimes de